Hi guys, Hunter UK here today, and today I'm going to talk about how to get a permission, or certainly how I got my permissions. I've been shooting around about a year now. It'll be a year in December. So when I first started out, I bought the HW100, as you know, for those that follow me. But I wasn't really sure how to go about it at first. So this is what worked for me. I literally just jumped in my car, took a spare day, and drove around a load of farms and just knocked on doors and asked for permission. Now, called me old-fashioned, but I believe that you can get a lot more, or the farmer certainly can get a lot more from face value. And I just think the personal touch is a better way of going about it. Now, you can email the farmers and stuff and, you know, write to them, but the chances of getting a reply is probably highly unlikely from a farmer. I mean, it does help knocking on doors, basically, and taking that approach. What I would say is, my advice is that make sure that you're insured for a start. It doesn't matter. I'm with Basque, and so I have a membership number, and that's something I can provide. And also I take my ID as well, identification, because you could knock on a farmer's door and ask for permission, but you say your name's, you know, Bob Marley, for all he knows. Without identification, you could be anybody turning up at the land or the farm. And so therefore, you know, I don't know if what you know in the UK certainly, but a lot of farmers worry about agricultural gear getting stolen, which happens quite often. So you could be casing the joint, for Christ's sake, who knows. But definitely take your ID, tell them what you do for a living, be friendly, be respectful, tell him what your intention is, and if he requires any specific animals that he wants shooting, and if there's anything that more specifically that he doesn't want shooting, and if you do get permission, be grateful, be very grateful for it, because it's very hard in this country to find land that's not owned and to be able to shoot on. In fact, it's pretty much impossible. So you do need to go with a certain kind of attitude, a very respectful attitude, showing your identification, let him know you're insured. Even if you've not got permission yet, I think it's about £50 for the year to be a member of Basque, which is who I'm with. There is other insurances companies, but it's a good idea to have that first and have that in place before you go. And go about it that way. Knock on doors, go around farms, and what I will say is you are going to get a lot more no's than you are yeses. It's just the way it is. Sometimes, for most part, most farms that I knocked on, a lot of farmers already had people shooting on there. But I mean, if that's the case and he's got someone, another good idea is to get some business cards, saying basically what your contact details on it, what you intend on doing. You're a pest control, whether it be free or charged, I don't know. Mine's free. I tell them it's free. You're more likely to get it that way. And and to say, look, if your situation changes and you need somebody to shoot on your farm, then don't hesitate to get in contact with me. Leave a card, and what I would say is leave it there. I wouldn't go back nagging a farmer or anything like that and keep pestering him. Just leave your details if he says no, and if he wants you on his farm, he'll contact you, basically. But I found that to be the best option, just that old-fashioned face value. Look, I think a farmer can gauge more from you, see what sort of person you are, and whether he wants you on your land or not. I will say that farmers are very, without being disrespectful, they're a weird breed. It's strange, because I know a few, and I've got a few permissions, and sometimes it feels like they want you on the land, and other times it feels like they don't even want to speak to you. They're just strange. It's a social thing, I think. But also, if you do manage to get a permission and you arrange, you might say, I'm going to come each weekend or every other weekend. Ask him how often he wants you there. And if you say you're going to be there, bloody well be there. Don't mess people around, because that's one of the fastest ways to lose a permission, or being disrespectful on the land. And if you're not going to be there and you can't make it, then give the landowner/farmer a ring and tell him you can't and rearrange. But always let him know that you're going to be on that land, and when you come in, basically. And I think that's probably the best way to go about getting a permission. I know it's been a while since I've had a few weeks off, guys. I've been working and stuff, so, and I've been meaning to do this little video for a little while, because there's some videos on YouTube of how to get permission, but you know, a lot of people advertising to email the farmer and stuff like that, but I think it's highly unlikely to get a response from a farmer via email. They're such busy people, they work 7 days a week, and it's very rare that they get a chance to sit down and email someone back about a shooting permission. So like I say, turn up on the land, be very respectful, knock on the door, introduce yourself, show them identification, what your intentions are, and hopefully you'll get a yes. But you will, like I said, you will get more no's than yeses. It's probably going to take you maybe 2 or 3 days driving around, pick some farms, and choose the ones you want. You know, but also think yourself lucky for any permission, to be honest, in the UK certainly. But if you're looking for a specific type, like a ratting farm or a feral pigeon farm, you might find them at, let's say, pig farms or cattle farms. You know, sometimes they vary, but certainly just be grateful for any permission you get, and be completely respectful of the land. But that's, in my opinion, is probably one of the best ways to go about getting land permissions, is just driving around and knocking on doors. And be yourself, be polite, and hopefully that works for you guys, and I hope this helps. And there'll be a video hopefully coming this weekend for some shooting. I am sorry it's been a little while. Work's just taken over, but it's pretty much gone quiet now with the weather, so I'm back. Air Hunter UK is back, so have a good day, guys. Take care.